How important is stroke order to learning kanji? The answer is complicated. Of course, if you want to be a calligrapher or if you want to be a Japanese teacher or you expect to write kanji by hand a lot, stroke order is important. But the more important thing is the number of strokes. Of course, the number of strokes is at least partially dictated by stroke order. So you do need to know some of the rules of stroke order, but you don't necessarily need to know the exact order that the strokes go in. Why is number important? So, the biggest thing is for looking up kanji that you don't already know. A lot of dictionaries have kanji arranged by stroke order, and even if you're using an online dictionary, you can use things like a handwriting keyboard in order to look up kanji. Handwriting keyboards do use the general shape as part of the information for guessing which kanji you're trying to write, but a lot of them also use the number of strokes that you input in order to disambiguate between kanji that are very similar. There are some kanji that differ only by a stroke or two, so knowing the number of strokes will help you figure out which kanji it is. Of course, it can be a little bit difficult to know exactly how many strokes are in a kanji, so knowing the stroke order rules can help with that. There's a few things that are tricky or unintuitive, particularly corners, that may make it a little bit different or a little bit hard for you to figure out which one is which, but often that will only throw you off by about a stroke or two. So learning how to count strokes is probably the more important thing than learning the order that they come in.